Yes, that was the feeling when I returned from Everest. Sagarmatha is the name of Everest in Nepal. So Nepali people call it Sagarmatha. And I wanted to be there at some point of my life. So I did whatever it took. Again, postponed marriage. That was very easy to do. And left job once again, and again prepared for the expedition. And those 6-8 months were like uh, 1 or 2 days for us, and we were again to the same Everest base camp with a lot of good preparation this time. Everything went very smooth because of the experience of past year. Ashish was there with us, Ashish Mane from Satara, as Umesh mentioned in team selection, to climb Mount Lhotse, and 3 of us, including Umesh, so 4 of us were supposed to climb Mount Everest. And we were there at South Col, last camp, 15th May, and there was another incident, very shocking incident happened. So I would again like you to go through this video, very interesting video.
The first Indian expedition to scale Everest and Lhotse. The expedition leader, Umesh Chirpe, was going to climb Everest, while Everest summiteer, Ashish Mane, was going to climb Lhotse. It was a tough task to prepare for this expedition and to raise the necessary funds. But it was possible only because of the wholesome support of the people. The experience of the earlier expedition was of great help in this one. The way to Lhotse was supposed to branch out from Camp 3. Ashish, along with 2 Sherpas, set out in the direction of Lhotse. This route was extremely tough. A narrow valley filled with hardened ice and rocks. Facing the ever-moving threat of rockfalls, Ashish trudged through and reached the summit of Lhotse. The first Maharashtrian and only the 4th Indian mountaineer to perform this feat. On the other side, the Everest expedition took a dramatic turn. The weather changed on the day the team was supposed to set off for the summit. So, the stay at the summit camp was extended. The stock of oxygen was now going to fall short. The only way this deficit could be filled was if one of us gave up the expedition. Umesh decided to step back and make way for Bhushan, Anand and Ganesh. The battle for the summit began in extremely adverse weather conditions. The sun could be seen towards the south summit. And on the other side was the shadow of Everest. South Summit. At the foot of Hillary Step. While crossing the rough patch of Hillary Step. On Summit Ridge after crossing Hillary Step. The picturesque sight from Summit Ridge. And right across the summit. On 17th May 2013, Ganesh, Anand and Bhushan conquered the summit and brought Giri Bravy's expedition to a grand finish in every sense of the word.
Yes, and then there was a real celebration outside and inside also. So I think that was a great experience to be there on the top. But I once again give all entire credit to Umesh for our summit, because that was a very crucial decision that he made at South Col. And even without our knowledge, on 16th May morning, because entire night it was so windy, 100 and 120 kilometers an hour, we could not even take a peep out of our tents, and we never know we never knew where Umesh was staying, in which tent Anand was staying. Just me and Ganesh was in one tent, so we both knew that we are not going for the summit tonight, because it was very adverse that night. And Umesh had some discussion with his Sherpas, and the Sherpas remembered the incidents of 1996 because they were there in that expedition. And 1996, the same storm hit, and 8 people lost their life in 2 days. So the Sherpas remembered of that, and they asked Umesh that we all, it's recommended that we all go down and come back again with the fresh set of oxygen cylinders. But Umesh said no, we will not go down because once we go down, there will not be any energy left with us because we are already exhausted because of that wind, and we already spent one more night rather than planned in South Pole. So one extra night plus exertion, so it was not possible to go down and come back. So at that night, entirely night, Umesh was awake, and morning, suddenly at 7 a.m., he was in front of our tents with geared up. We thought, where now? Because in morning, nobody goes for the summit attempt. Generally, people go for summit attempt in the evening, and we knew for sure that we are not going down. But then Umesh was ready, and he just waved us a hand. He hardly spoke any words. He just told, I'll go to camp 2 and I'll talk to you on walkie-talkie. So just last camp, summit was in front of us, and Umesh sacrificed his attempt and gave his oxygen cylinders to us so that 3 of us could climb to the summit, and hence we could reach to the summit. So thank you, Umesh. And that was, I think, hats off to his leadership. And I think our success or team's success was his success. That's what he has always said about this. Now I would like to call Umesh to conclude this session. And thank you once again for hearing us patiently. Thank you very much.
No thanks, Bhushan. It was my duty because, as previously I said, that to return safely from mountains is the biggest success for a mountaineer. So the situation was that my team must be on the summit and it should return safely. So that was my most important duty that I. So looking back, how all this happened, it was a dream of a passionate group, Giri Premi, and everything was possible only because of a great team spirit, great hard work for the goal, and a huge support from society. Not only society, from family, from friends, from colleagues, volunteers, everybody, and excellent planning with proper execution. And with God's grace and blessings of many supporters, for the true and honest determination, the journey was complete. Yes, really 19 May 2012 was the golden day in the Indian mountaineering history because for the first time in a civilian expedition, because before our expedition there were 4 civilian expeditions from India, and in that only one climber was able to reach the top. And it was for the first time on 19th May 2012, 8 civilian members reached the top of the world, and that's why it was then internationally recognized. And yes, the entire team returned safely to home, and everything was possible because of support from many of well-wishers, from many of mountain lovers. And why we had taken this challenge, life-risking challenge, ये I think ये अभी भी आपके सबके मन में सवाल आता रहेगा कि ये इतना खर्चा करके, इतना रिस्क लेके, why we are going to mountains, why we are going to mountains, और क्या मिलता है? मतलब when Prasad Joshi was on the top of the mountain, Bhushan top किया, तो उनको क्या मिला? टॉप पे जाके क्या मिला? ये एकदम फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, सबके मन में आता है. तो आंसर ये है कि ये लोग बोलते हैं वेरियस प्रोग्राम्स में जाते हैं, ये वहाँ से जो दिखता है कि सन का जो फर्स्ट लाइट था वो बहुत गोल्डन था, ये सब वो तो दिखता ही है. एक साइड तिब्बत है, एक साइड नेपाल है, ये सब छोटा छोटा दिखता है, ये सब ठीक है. लेकिन वहाँ जाके क्या उसने देखा ना, आई थिंक जो भी माउंटेन के टॉप पे जाता है वो कितना भी इतनी भी घंटे बात करेंगे तो he would not be able to describe and I think it has to be experienced. तो ये हमारे एक्सप्रेशन का जो विजन था तो फर्स्ट तो 100% ट्रू था कि एज अ माउंटेनियर एवरीबडी was had ambitions to go on the top of the mountain, that is Everest, because it is the highest point on the earth. But एक जो बड़ा जो विजन था एक्सप्रेशन का ये था कि हमें एक मैसेज सोसाइटी में था कि एडवेंचर कल्चर डेवलप करने का था. एक माउंटेनियरिंग जो एक एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स है एक बहुत अलग टाइप का स्पोर्ट्स है जिसमें कोई भी आ सकता है. एनीबडी कैन पार्टिसिपेट. मतलब ये हॉल में अभी जितने लोग बैठे हैं तो एवरीबडी कैन पार्टिसिपेट इन दिस स्पोर्ट्स एंड ये बहुत जरूरी है. मतलब मैं ये ओकेजन में आपको अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग भी थोड़ा थोड़ा ट्रेकिंग थोड़ा नेचर में जाना एक छोटा ट्रेल कीजिए. नॉट नेसेसरी सबने जाना है माउंटेन रिस्क लेना है एवरेस्ट क्लाइंब करना है ऐसा नहीं है. कहीं भी एक छोटा हिल क्लाइंब कीजिए और देखिए हम सब में बहुत अच्छी कैपेसिटी, हम सब करेजियस है लेकिन हम लोग बहुत सिक्योरिटी लेते हैं. हम लोग खुद को बहुत सेफ रखने की कोशिश करते हैं और उसमें से बहुत सारी चीज़ें गड़बड़ हो जाती है. थोड़ा रिस्क लीजिए, थोड़ा एडवेंचर लीजिए, छोटा माउंटेन क्लाइंब कीजिए और देखिए क्या होता है. व्हेन यू विल रीच द टॉप ऑफ द माउंटेन थोड़ा तकलीफ हो जाएगा. सिंहगढ़ जाइए, पर्वती जाइए, आपका थोड़ा हाथ पैर थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, थोड़ा पेन करेगा. आप बोलेंगे अच्छा था ये उम्मीद क्या बोल गए हम लोग सिंहगढ़ आ गए, अच्छा था पूरा बैठते थे टीवी देखते थे संडे खराब किया. लेकिन व्हेन यू विल बी ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द माउंटेन आपको जो लगेगा ना, आपका जो कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल एकदम चेंज हो जाए. ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, ये मैं कर सकती हूँ, वो जो आएगा ना ये सब एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग है. और सोसाइटी में हम लोग बच्चों के लिए बहुत पीरियड में काम कर रही है और ये सब करना बहुत जरूरी है. आपको एक एग्जांपल जो मैंने दिया, दैट पर्सन इज दैट लेजेंडरी पर्सन इज इन पुणे, हिज एज इज नाउ 96, हिज नेम इज आबा साहेब महाजन. हम लोग बोलते हैं एनके महाजन, नगर रोड में रहते हैं. एंड दिस पर्सन एवरी संडे ही इज ऑन द सिंहगढ़ वो क्लाइंब करके आते हैं. 50 मिनट्स लगता है उनको. ही इज डूइंग अ ट्रेक टू सिंहगढ़ एवरी संडे. Twice in a year he goes to altitude up to 40,000, 50,000 feet height पे ये भी उम्र में जाते हैं. And when you ask Majan sir what is the मतलब ये आपकी जिंदगी का रहस्य क्या है तो total credit he gives to mountaineering. बहुत different. हम लोग तो इसको स्पोर्ट्स बोलते this is a different way of life. So बस इसमें आइए और आप भी एक्सपीरियंस ये अनुभव लेने का विषय सब्जेक्ट है. तो बस we want to share today only the small thing about our mountaineering journey. I want to thank once again all the executives, all of you, Ananda from Ananda Group, for inviting us, for listening us today here. And
Question.
if you have any questions, please feel free to answer your questions. Once again, thanks. Dhanyawad.
He got married in 2014.
Hello. I just want to I have two questions.
Please.
First of all, I'll give the separation for you for the highest appreciation for scaling such feat, and particularly to me for his leadership.
Thank you.
My question is, one is that why did you decide to take such a huge expedition with such a huge cost? Why couldn't it be at a lower scale?
Yes, जैसे पहले मैंने कहा था कि एवरेस्ट का जो बजट है वो डेफिनेटली हायर है क्योंकि हमने गिरिप्रेमी में नियरली ऑर्गेनाइज अबाउट 40 एक्सपीडिशंस टिल डेट और सबसे मैक्सिमम बजट वाला एक्सपीडिशन तो दैट वाज ऑफ 10 lakhs. But to climb Everest, अभी क्या Everest is in Nepal and to climb Everest, a climber has to pay royalty to Nepal government, and that royalty is $10,000 per person. Again, the equipment which is used in this expedition is too much costly. We have to use oxygen cylinder. So roughly the cost goes per person 20 lakh rupees. हमने ये इतना बड़ा बजट लिया था, इतना बड़ा एक ह्यूज टीम बनाया था। द रीजन वाज दैट कि इसका बहुत सा मेनली ब्रांडिंग करना था। ये स्पोर्ट्स का जो है ना, एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स का ब्रांडिंग करने का काम है। एंड आई थिंक वी वर सक्सेडेड इन दैट वे बिकॉज before the expedition, after the expedition also, we are going to each and every place in Maharashtra. मतलब कोकण से लेके विदर्भ तक हम हर जगह गए, स्कूल्स में गए, कॉलेजेस में गए। बिफोर एक्सपीडिशन भी हमने गए, प्रमोशन के लिए जा रहे थे, अभी भी जा रहे हैं। एंड उसका एक बहुत अच्छा मैसेज आ रहा था। बहुत सारे जगह माउंटेनियरिंग, बहुत सारे जगह एडवेंचर एक्टिविटीज चल रहे हैं, बहुत क्लब चल रहे हैं। दैट वाज द अल्टीमेट एम विजन ऑफ गिरिप्रेमी।
Second question is out of curiosity. ये इतने मुश्किल चीज
Did entire photography and video footage, whatever we have with us. So here, whatever you have seen, there is nothing made in studio. So entire footage is real footage. In 1998, the first film was made at Giripremi. That time they had taken huge U-matic cameras with two porters. Here only in Sahyadri, not in Himalayas also. In Sahyadri near Nashik, one hill, there was a climbing going on other cliff, and just in front of that cliff there was a hill. And there they took those cameras. And the intention behind filming that is because this sport is played entirely in remotes, and there is no audience there at that time. And there is only one medium to take this in front of people. This is video. And that's why we started filming our expeditions. We learned how to shoot, how to take photographs in those adverse conditions. Every one of us had one camera with us. I carried SLR to the top for the photographs because we had a lot of sponsors, and it was our duty to give them the photographs of their summit flag, their flag reaching to the Everest. So I carried personally the camera. Ganesh carried one camcorder, that's a Handycam, Sony Handy camera. And the major challenge or biggest challenge there was not shooting, because shooting is anyways we can do it, and out of half an hour shooting, at least 3-4 minutes shooting will be useful. The rest we can scrap. But that much skill we have. But the most challenging part was to preserve the battery life of that camera. Because we got last charging at base camp, and from there, next 3 days, in that cold, batteries used to drain so quickly that we had to keep those batteries inside pockets close to the body. And only that time when we used to shoot, take out the battery, put in the camera, shoot, close the shot, take out the battery, put it in the pocket, and move ahead. So that was the journey, and I think it was good that we did that. Otherwise, we couldn't have this material with us to show you. Thank you.
Only I want to add something in this context only. As rightly Bhushan said, in these sports there are no eyeballs because these sports is in somewhere in mountains. And many times on Discovery Channel or Nature other channels we see that foreigners do a lot of things. They are climbing, they are doing many adventurous activities. But all these things are done by our people also. And with specific purpose we started shooting. We trained our climbers because we want to. Because now see, visual is the most powerful tool. So to bring everything before other people, so many of them get inspired after seeing also, after seeing our films, in many colleges, many schools, a lot of mountaineering clubs have been started. So that was the main reason.
I have a question that go to Everest and you had postponed your marriage or
So specifically to me or to all of us?
no, not to all three of you.
No, definitely. This question is very important because family support was very crucial and very important in this expedition, like Everest expedition. क्या होता कि when the team was selected for the first time in Giripremi, we called each and every parent in Giripremi's office and explained the difficulties, the level of difficulties in the expedition. क्या हो सकता है हमने उनको बोल दिया कि जैसे एक आर्मी पर्सनल वाटर पे जाता है फिर वो वापस नहीं आता घर तक तो उसके लाइफ की गारंटी नहीं है. सेम थिंग इज इन दिस एक्सपेडिशन बिकॉज देयर आर 2 डेथ जोन एंड मेनी थिंग्स आर बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल. सो ये सिचुएशन है बट वी एक्सप्लेन दैट योर guy is 100% fit. he is 100% eligible for the expedition, he has the qualities, so we appeal them to support wholehearted. Because क्या होता है कि if the family do not support, then the member, the mountaineer cannot do the best, he cannot give his 100% on the ground. मुझे जो experience मिला in the team selection, वो ऐसा था कि from Bhushan House, Bhushan's parent supported in the first meeting only. They said no, we have confidence on him and we do not have, he will 100% do well in the expedition. उन्होंने 100% support किया. Same experience was with Anand Mali and few members, but 70% cases बहुत तकलीफ हुआ था. मेरा एक member है, he's an IT, रुपेश कोबड़े है. उसके घर में ये उसके माताजी और पिताजी दोनों ने सपोर्ट किया. न्यूली मैरिज हुआ था, उसके वाइफ का सपोर्ट नहीं था. She said, no mama, this is very risky, I will not support, you are saying everything is good, but no, Rupesh, I am very much disturbed, and I think that was natural, मतलब वो एक natural reaction था. But later on बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज हो गए, जैसे उसके बाद रुपेश आ गए, वो बहुत डिफरेंट स्टोरी है. बट फैमिली ने पूरा सपोर्ट दिया. एंड एक दूसरा भी हमने किया कि जब ये पूरा टीम माउंटेन्स में थी, then all their family members were here, so एक different type का ग्रुप उनका बनाया था, क्योंकि बहुत essential था, उनका भी बॉन्डिंग होना जरूरी है. क्योंकि एक मेंबर बहुत रोती थी वहाँ पे, जो न्यूज़ आते थे, तो उसी सेम टाइम दूसरे मेंबर की माँ जब उसको मिलती है, तो वो बोलते हैं नहीं ये मेरा भी लड़का है उधर, कुछ चिंता नहीं करना है. ये जो हो रहा था उनके बीच, दैट वाज इम्पोर्टेंट. उसके लिए हमने एक सेपरेट ग्रुप किया था, उसके लिए कुछ सेपरेट एक मोड्स ऑपरेंडी किया था, वो बहुत यूजफुल था सबके लिए. बट फॉर्चुनेटली बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट है सबके पेरेंट्स ने. उसमें 3-4 मेंबर है जिनकी शादी हुआ था, उनकी वाइफ ने दिया था.
Today we realize that a leader has to sacrifice for the team to be successful. Yes, thank you so much for the knowledge.
Thank you. As it is said, he is must, but it is mandatory to come back. बहुत सारे केसेस में many times in mountains the accidents are happen while descending, returning back. क्या होता है जब हम लोग summit के लिए जाते हैं, when we are climbing we put lot of energy, and when we reach the top पूरे exhaust हो जाते हैं climbers और एक गोल हासिल हो जाता है. उसके बाद बहुत सारे अच्छे climbers ने विश्व में from world silly mistakes किया है while returning down. एक तो energy loss बहुत होता है, और altitude में there is another problem because lack of oxygen. बहुत टाइम दिमाग काम नहीं करता, there are many illusion होता है, और उसमें silly mistakes mountaineers से होते हैं and the accidents happen. So बहुत सारी केयर लेनी पड़ती है while descending. एक बार ऐसा होता, एक बहुत अच्छे पुलिस क्लाइंबर है, उन्होंने एवरेस्ट सबमिट किया, और उसके बाद while returning सिंपल मिस्टेक था, हमारा जो क्लिप है फिक्स रोप पे उन्होंने क्लिप करना भूल गए. Because of that mistake, he fell down nearly 2000 feet. वो नीचे आ गए और उनका डेथ हो गया after summit. So बहुत सारा precaution लेना पड़ता है. तो मेरे टीम में भी मैंने बहुत instruction दिया था कि 100% you enjoy the summit, but till you are returning to base camp, you should be very careful. You should take most care. बहुत सारे incidents होते.
Hello. You referred that after 8,000 mental challenges, and particularly how you prepare your team before to have that mental challenge, because they have never experienced that. The team has never experienced or seen. So how to prepare for it?
Yes, as we planned for physical fitness, there are various schedules. A very renowned athletic coach from Pune, he was giving training for physical fitness. Side by side for mental fitness also, we prepared. We made lot of things. यहाँ एक महाराष्ट्र में ब्रह्म विद्या करके ग्रुप है, जो ट्रेनिंग देते हैं मेंटल फिटनेस का. देयर इज अ डिफरेंट उनकी एक वे योगा और मेडिटेशन की एक डिफरेंट एंगल है उनका, और दे हैव सर्टेन ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस. सो वी अप्रोच द ब्रह्म विद्या पीपल एंड वी एक्सप्लेन कि हम लोग क्या करने जा रहे हैं, हम लोग जो चैलेंज लेने जा रहे हैं उसमें क्या क्या है. तो उन्होंने एक स्पेशल कोर्स ये टीम के लिए बनाया, जिसमें जो भी शेड्यूल था उसमें हम लोग सुबह पहले मेडिटेशन करते थे, उसके बाद प्राणायाम करते थे, और उसके बाद कुछ ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस थे, योगा और ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस. दैट वाज द डेली शेड्यूल, and Mr. Uday Lele was one of the instructors from Brahma Vidya who was looking after all these schedules, and it helped in a lot of way. उसके बाद before the actual expedition, before we were moving from Pune, हमने 3 सेशंस लेते अलग अलग. उसमें एक विश्वराज बाम करके एक बहुत अच्छे इंस्ट्रक्टर है, स्पोर्ट्स साइकोलॉजिस्ट है इंडिया से. He is giving training, mental fitness training he is giving to Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, अपने ओलंपिक जो भी है उनको भी दे रहे हैं वो. तो we had a session of विश्वराज बाम सर. अगेन एक बहुत वेटरन हिस्टोरियन थे पुणे में, रिसेंटली उनका डेथ हो गया, नीनाथ बेडेकर करके. तो ही हैड अ सेशन. उन्होंने शिवाजी महाराज और उनकी लाइफ की जो स्ट्रगल है उसका कंपैरिजन करके एक सेशन लिया था कि हाउ दिस, ये जो शिवाजी हाउ ही वाज स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर स्वराज्य, उनकी पूरी जिंदगी कैसी गई थी. तो वो एक बहुत अच्छा सेशन उन्होंने किया था. और उसके बाद में एक लास्ट सेशन लिया था, वो एक भट्ट करके एक होली लेडी है, उन्होंने भी एक सेशन लिया था. स्पिरिचुअल लेडी है, लेकिन उन्होंने जो कनेक्ट किया वो बहुत ही डिफरेंट वे से किया था. मतलब मुझे थोड़ी आशंका थी कि ये मेरे टीम के जो यंग मेंबर्स हैं इनको ये कैसे लगेगा सेशन. तो उन्होंने जो बताया उनके पूरे सेशन में, उसमें उन्होंने एक चीज बताई कि व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू माउंटेन्स यू आर ऑल एवरीबडी फ्रॉम योर टीम इज हैप्पी. हम लोग जब हिमालय में जाते हैं आप लोग तो बहुत खुश रहते हैं. तो 100% आपका और माउंटेन्स का कुछ ना कुछ रिलेशन है. सो डोंट वरी, दे आर लाइक योर फादर मदर, नथिंग विल हैपन टू यू, दे विल नॉट इंजure you, you are going to them, you are loving your father mother, so remember it, nothing will happen. ये हो गया था बीच में कुछ इंसिडेंट साउथ पोल में हुए थे. मेरे एक राहुल में हूँ, येलंगे करके मेंबर है, आफ्टर रिटर्निंग बैक फ्रॉम साउथ पोल उसको बिकॉज ऑफ सम ऑक्सीजन प्रॉब्लम उसको एक हेलोजन हो गया था. उसको मेरा कैंप में मिल नहीं रहा था हमारा, तो ही वाज वंडरिंग हियर एंड देयर. तो बस वो एक ही बात उसके मन में वो भटका बोली थी, वही उसके मन में था कि राहुल मरना. वो खुद बोल रहा था राहुल तुझे मरना ही है, यू हैव टू लिव करके वो हमारे टीम में पहुंच गया. तो बहुत सारे ये, बट बेसिकली मेनली मेडिटेशन प्राणायाम दैट हेल्प लॉट ऑफ मी.
उस टाइम डॉक्टर का ट्रीटमेंट और आई कीप कंटिन्यू दी ट्रेनिंग लाइक क्लाइंबिंग हिल्स, नॉट लाइक मतलब जैसे हमारे बाकी टीम मेंबर्स कर रहे थे एक्सट्रीम प्रैक्टिस सेशंस, वैसा नहीं कर रहा था. तो कम से कम उसमें मुझे फोर्स करना था उस पैर को, और ट्रीटमेंट भी अच्छी तरह से लिया. ड्यूरिंग एक्सपीडिशन ऑलमोस्ट हर एक जब हमारा रोटेशन क्लाइंब था तो स्वेलिंग होता था, लेकिन मैंने उसका जो एंकल सपोर्ट है, बाकी सारे जो स्प्रेज है वो मैंने कैरी किए थे और उस तरह से परफॉर्म किया. 2 साल वो चला इंजरी, लेकिन एवरेस्ट में ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं आया एंकल सपोर्ट की वजह से. और जो भी 3 महीने ट्रीटमेंट ली, डॉक्टर ने रेगुलरली कुछ एक्सरसाइज बोले थे. और बेसिकली लिगामेंट इंजरी में मेनली वो जो पार्ट है बॉडी का वो फिट करके रखना पड़ता है, तो वैसे मैंने फॉलो किया.
एक चीज प्रसाद के बारे में और एक मुझे बात करनी है. वो तो लिगामेंट इंजरी था, लेकिन हमने देख लिया कि अभी ये नहीं इतना मेजर नहीं है, लिया था मैंने उसको टीम में. लेकिन एक लास्ट जो समिट पुश था एवरेस्ट का, जो समिट पुश है, जैसे कि उन्होंने बोला है, we saw in the film that we go to the summit not एक सिंगल स्टेज में हम लोग नहीं जाते, क्लाइंब नहीं करते. फ्रॉम बेस कैंप we have to go to camp 1, again we return from camp 1 to base camp. In next rotation we go to camp 2, we stay there for 2 days, again come back. Third rotation we go to camp 2, we stay at camp 2, then to camp 3 and come back to base camp. And then we are prepared for final summit push. Then अच्छा वेदर विंडो देख के हम लोग प्रिपेयर हो जाते हैं. वेदर विंडो में अब 8000 मीटर्स कम से कम विंड स्पीड होना जरूरी है. जो भी आप ये एवरेस्ट का फिल्म चल रहा है, जो ट्रेजेडी 96 में होता कि साउथ पोल में अबाउट 35 to 40 किलोमीटर विंड जब आता है तो दैट इज नॉट अच्छा नहीं हो. तो विंड्स मस्ट बी बिलो 35 to 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर. 96 the winds were blowing at the rate 140 to 150 किलोमीटर पर आवर. they are called jet streams. तो एक अच्छा वेदर विंडो का फोरकास्ट मिलता है, then we move from base camp and we come back to base camp. It takes 6 to 7 days. तो हमें भी मूव करना था 2012 में. मेरा टीम रेडी था, टुमारो मॉर्निंग अर्ली मॉर्निंग 2 बजे निकलना है. मैंने शाम को डिसीजन लिया, पुणे से वेदर फोरकास्ट आ गया IMD का दिल्ली से. मैंने अनाउंस किया कि टुमारो वी हैव टू मूव फॉर आवर समिट पुश. उस टाइम प्रसाद ने मुझे नहीं बोला, प्रसाद भूषण के क्लोज है, अभी मेरे क्लोज भी है, लेकिन वो टाइम भूषण का क्लोज है. तो प्रसाद भूषण बोला कि भूषण मुझे पेन हो रहा है, पेट में बहुत दर्द कर रहा है. भूषण ने मुझे तुरंत बोला, मामा प्रसाद इज सेइंग दैट नो अभी निकलने का समय आ गया, इतना पूरा 3-4 साल जो कर रहे हैं उसके लिए फाइनल पुश है. और एक मेंबर मेरा बोल रहा है कि स्टमक पेन कर रहा है. तो मेरे नजदीक जो मेडिकल कैंप है, हमने डॉक्टर एक बहुत अच्छा आशीष करके नेपाली डॉक्टर है, उसको जगह दिया. मैंने आस्क्ड आशीष टू प्लीज चेक प्रसाद. मुझे रिस्क नहीं लेना था प्रसाद के बारे में. इफ देयर इज समथिंग सीरियस देन आई विल नॉट लेट हिम अलाउ हिम टू गो टू समिट. बट छोटा मोटा कुछ है तो उसने यहाँ बैठना ठीक नहीं है. तो भूषण ने उसको डॉक्टर को लेके आया, प्रसाद का चेकिंग किया. मैंने उसको बोला अच्छी तरह चेक करो. तो उसने उस कंडीशन में इंटरनली भी चेक किया और मुझे बोला कि उन्होंने उसका अपेंडिक्स भी चेक किया और मुझे बोला कि नहीं मामा डोंट वरी, समथिंग फूड इन्फेक्शन इज डेफिनेटली देयर, द पेन विल कंटिन्यू. ऊपर समिट में लास्ट टाइम में भी पेन हो जाएगा, बट अभी इसने एवरेस्ट को छोड़ना नहीं है, ये इतना है. तो बस कुछ पेन किलर लेके जाइए और समिट कीजिए. लेकिन उस टाइम मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि बच्चे कैसे एग्जाम के लिए जाते तो कुछ ना कुछ बहाना बनाते. अभी लास्ट मिनट ऐसा हो गया था बिकॉज वाज इंटेंस. फर्स्ट टाइम था रेड जोन में जाना है, बहुत प्रिपरेशन किया था, लेकिन उसमें भी बहुत अच्छा किया उसने. थैंक यू.
As you said that when you were on the base camp 2, there were a avalanche that was forecasted, and do you know that avalanche?
No, avalanches can't be forecasted. I mean, there are some thumb rules about avalanches. Like when there is a snowfall more than 6 inches or 1 feet, there are chances of avalanches. But in Everest, it's all different. Everest, there are ice everywhere, and because of sun's heat, some ice melts, and because of their self weight, they crack down. The big cliffs crack down from the top, and they come down without any notice. And that was biggest avalanche in last 15 years, which we saw. But there are small avalanches which are happening every now and then. Everywhere you look, you can, when you are in tent resting, you can just hear voices of avalanche after half an hour, 1 hour's time. So small avalanches are always happening there because of melting of ice. But avalanches cannot be forecasted. There was one in 2014. There was one another biggest avalanche in Kumbu ice fall itself, which took life of 16 Sherpas in single day. So that was the worst tragedy ever happened at Everest. In one avalanche, 16 Sherpas died on the spot. So avalanches cannot be predicted as such.
Thank you.
So that last push is you start in the night.
Yeah.
How do you see actually? I mean, such a steep
Yeah.
area.
Right. See, generally in Everest, it's all totally different. But otherwise, also there is a reason, particular reason for starting in night. Is the ice and snow both are hard, so you can walk over it. Your foot doesn't go inside because temperatures are low, so that is hard. And you don't sweat, you don't dehydrate, so you can walk for long. It is easy to walk. And in Everest, there is a fixed rope till the top. So you just need to follow that rope, even if it is in the night.
But 1 foot here.
Yeah, that is okay. But with the rope, in line with that rope, you can walk.
Who has led that rope?
Those ropes are led by Sherpas. Now that is very important part which I would like to say about few things. Sherpas are really a lifeline of all these expeditions, big expeditions, because most of the times they are left unnoticed. But even first summit when it happened in 1953, the second person was Sherpa Tenzing Norgay. Because of him, Edmund Hillary could climb. Even he admits that. And for our expedition, we actually treated Sherpas like our team members, like our teammates. So they were eating with us, they were climbing with us, they were We were playing pokers with them. So it was all like one team, and we actually had, I would say, life remembering experience with Sherpas. Anand and Ganesh both had failure in their oxygen mask. Now normally with foreign clients, what Sherpa do is, you and your oxygen mask is your business, it's none of our business. That's what the Sherpa's approach is. But with our team, with Anand and Ganesh, particularly with Anand, because Ganesh was in good condition to manage on himself, but Anand was unconscious because of shortage of oxygen. And after he felt unconscious, his Sherpa actually put on his own mask to Anand, and he hit him quite a lot so that he was awake. And he saved Anand's life, and he brought him to South Cole. And he was without using that oxygen, but his oxygen mask was given to Anand. So that was the Sherpa in our team. And those ropes are also led by Sherpas, in Everest particularly. But in Indian Himalayas, in expeditions where there are low altitudes or where there is no system like this, because in Everest or high mountains, there are a lot of people from world who are coming. So they have channelized that system that everyone will not put their own ropes, otherwise it will get polluted. So there is a common group of people, group of Sherpas, who open the route for all the teams who are at base camp, and they fix the line, and whatever the expenses are made, they are shared by entire teams at the base camp. So that team is paid, get paid for that route opening stuff. But in Indian Himalayas, in other expeditions, we open route on ourselves. Recently in Indrasan expeditions, when I led that expedition, we opened about 3,000 feet of rope, and out of which entire rope was on the exposed traverse. Even one Sherpa who was coming with us, he also was not feeling easy while walking on that rope. So it was very difficult to open that. But in wherever there is an opportunity, we open. But yes, in these expeditions, Sherpa leads the rope. Yes.
And last question, we take. My question is to Mesha. In Giri Premi Academy, is there a female who has been nominated for this expedition? Or the nomination has come and there was a resistance from family?
No, Giri Premi was established. Giri Premi is established basically by a female mountaineer. Her name is Srimati Usha Prabha Page. Is a very veteran mountaineer from Pune. But for Everest expedition, unfortunately, we could not get a female mountaineer. We are trying, but after Everest expedition, at this moment we have 6 female mountaineers who are recently going under training. They have completed their basic mountaineering courses and now joining to other expeditions. Some other reason we could not own female mountaineers. मालूम नहीं क्या because of family restrictions है क्या because female are also not busy in their career. हम लोग भी बहुत सारे चर्चा करते हैं इस सब्जेक्ट पे कि why the females are not in these, but आ रही है, ऐसा नहीं है. There is Krishna Patil Pune से, she has climbed Mount Everest. Arunima Sinha है, प्रियंका मोहिते करके from Satara है. She has also climbed, but अभी adventure में आ रही लड़की लोग, लेकिन कम है.
Thank you so much.